Good afternoon. I think I've got some quite significant responses from some FOIs that I sent out to the Betsy Cadwallader University Local Health Board. I might have to stop every few seconds because my throat's really bad, but I wanted to put this out there today. I've sent on these responses to Anouk Curry. I think they're very significant. One of them in particular, but the others are too. So I'll just go through these now. The reason I sent these FOIs out to this local health board in Wales was that in 2015 there were 2 level 3 units in Wales that were downgraded from a level 3 to a level 2 unit. And those 2 units were the Glan Clwyd Hospital Neonatal unit, goes from level 3 to level 2, and the Wrexham Maylor Hospital Neonatal unit, both of them being reduced. There was an agreement made, and in contemporaneous reporting in Welsh news outlets and national outlets, British outlets, it stated that there was an agreement that babies needing level 3 care that could not then go to those what were formerly level 3 units would be transferred to Arrowe Park Hospital. So if we just remember that, because something will come up about that in a second, that was the agreement, that was what was stated in the national newspapers. In other words, it'd go to another level 3 unit, and Arrowe Park was the nominated one. So these 2 Welsh hospitals are 30 and 50 miles away from Arrowe Park. Ballpark figure, 30 and 50 miles away. So I've also asked them about transport issues, who supplied the transport for that, whether that was part of the amalgamated transport of the Cheshire and the Cheshire and Liverpool transport network, which was extensive, as we've heard, which also went up into Cumbria, into Lancashire and into Manchester as well, whether they were making those trips to these Welsh hospitals. But I haven't heard back about them yet. But this video is about the transfers during that time of babies needing level 3 care. So the first, I got back 3 responses today. The first one is in relation to how many babies in 2015 and 2016, obviously the most important time period we're concerned about. And just to remind you, if I haven't said it already, these 2 Welsh hospitals were downgraded from level 3 to level 2 in 2015. The dates it's quite hard to get the exact date, but the nearest I can get is like around about April, springtime, just before the indictment period. So the first one is the question I asked is how many babies were transferred between that would have otherwise gone to level 3 units, Maylor and Glan Clwyd, how many were transferred to Liverpool Women's Hospital Neonatal unit. And the figure they gave me was, they do this funny thing with some squiggly lines, but it amounts to, we can confirm that there were 5 babies transferred to the Liverpool Women's Hospital, but these symbols they put there is to suggest that it's up to 5. It could, because of these low figures, something to do with not wanting to identify babies. So it's a maximum of 5. It could have been less, but it's maximum of 5. I'm going with 5, otherwise I don't see why they would choose that number. But they're just saying we can't confirm it's 5, but we're saying it's 5 or less than. I'll read what they literally said here. We have provided the data using equal or less to than 5 due to the low numbers involved, because it's about potential identification. But it could well be 5, couldn't it? So that's 5. Now this is babies needing level 3 care. 2, another level 3 unit, Liverpool Women's Hospital, maximum of 5. Come on to the next response now. So this question I asked was how many, same time period, let's get my throat, were transferred from those two hospitals, or would have gone to those hospitals had they still had the level 3 capacity, which they didn't because they were downgraded, to Arrowe Park. Now, just to refresh, that was what was stated in reporting of the time, that Arrowe Park was the nominated hospitals for any babies needing level 3 care that would have otherwise gone to these two formerly level 3 hospitals covered by the Betsy Cadwallader Health Board. And strangely, this is quite strange to me, based on the reading I'd done of the contemporaneous reporting, their response is, we can confirm that there were no babies, no babies transferred to Arrowe Park from either BCU HB, that's the Health Board, the Welsh Health Board unit, that could have been cared for locally. In other words, they transferred no level 3 babies to Arrowe Park, despite it being apparently or reported to be the nominated unit that they were to go to. So we've got a maximum of 5 going to Liverpool Women's Hospital during 2015, 2016. Now this last one here. I'm just going to pause a minute. This last response here, I find the most significant. I've sent these responses on to Anouk Curry. Just to repeat, these are about 2 Welsh hospitals units, neonatal units, had been level 3, were level down to level 2 in spring 2015. Where are those level 3? Where are those babies needing level 3 care going to go? They had said should go to Arrowe Park. Apparently none were sent there. Maximum of 5 sent to Liverpool Women's Hospital. This final FOI related to this particular matter was in relation to how many level 3 care need requiring babies were sent to the Countess of Chester Hospital, a level 2 unit, which wasn't really competent or safe as a level 2 unit, as we all know. And you'd expect 0, wouldn't you? But no, their responses, we can confirm there has been 5 babies transferred to the Countess of Chester Hospital neonatal unit from BCU HB, that's the Betsy Cadwallader University Health Board, within 2015 and 2016. 5 babies needing level 3 care. The reason why they're being transferred is because they need level 3 care. And they're going, guess where? To Countess of Chester, a level 2 that shouldn't be a level 2. I think that's extraordinarily significant. Again, there is a caveat here. When they say 5, they're saying it's equal or less to than 5. Well, I think it's certainly a maximum of 5. So why might it not be 5? And why is the number 5 interesting? If it is indeed 5 that were, they're saying it certainly could be equal to 5. So why couldn't it be 5? I'm going with 5. And there's an interesting thing about the number 5 when it comes to the indictment list of babies, is that we know, it has been reported, that 5 of the babies on the indictment were from Wales. 5 of the babies that end up on the indictment were from Wales. And here we have an acknowledgement from the Welsh Health Board that they sent a maximum, maximum of 5, so could well be 5 babies requiring level 3 care. And it's the only reason why they're not being looked after locally in Wales. The transfer. The only reason is because they require level 3 care, and they're sending them where? To the Countess of Chester, level 2 unit that is not able to function as a level 2 unit even. I'll leave it there. But I think this is very significant. I believe it is. Thank you.